And the first event of the day is off. We have in lane 3, Claudia Jovanovic. In lane 4, your 100-back champion from yesterday, Rosie Murphy. Wait, what? Yeah. Lane 5, we have Catherine Andrews. And in lane 6, Anna Brill. Looks like my sister against 3 much faster UCLA girls. We'll see how she does. She's already getting beat pretty bad here. According to my coach, she warmed up about 6 minutes this morning, so we'll see if that was enough to give her the edge in this competition. Lane 4, Rosie Murphy with an early lead into the 100. She has an entry time of 2:14. Just turned somewhere around to 1:07. So on a pretty solid pace here. Followed closely behind by her teammates, Catherine Andrews, Claudia Jovanovic. Anna Brill is still hanging in there, I think. Luckily, all these girls will most likely make it back to the finals, unless one of them flips too long into their turn and gets disqualified or something. Looks like Rosie Murphy still with a pretty good lead here into the 150. Looking good coming into the wall here. There's Rosie Murphy. She'll be your top qualifier of the morning with a 2:15.86. That is also a new meet record. Big surprise there. At lane 5, Catherine Andrews in second. And Claudia Jovanovic rounding out your top 3. We'll be waiting. And there's Anna Brill coming in. There we go. We've had no shortage of these 3 racing their backstroke events together. We saw them in the 50, we saw them in the 100, and now we're seeing them in the 200. We have the silent warrior Taisei out with an early lead here. Anna Brill, please come see admin. I don't know why you need to come see admin, but you need to come over here. Looks like Jack Nugent just beating out Tyson here to the first 50 with Owen Tannehill not too far behind. I forgot to announce the lanes, but I think you know who these 3 are already. Looks like a solid first 100 for these 2 men. They're both 200 backstrokers, so you should see some backhand speed from these guys. Looks like Jack Nugent's still out with a slightly early lead on Taisei. Taisei yesterday got disqualified for doing 35 extra meters underwater in his 50 butterfly. Most say it was accidental. I don't think it was. He almost didn't get disqualified for it, but the officials caught it last second. It looks like he's being a little more fair this time now. He's coming up before the 15. There's Jack Nugent into the 150, still in the lead. Outsplits Taisei by about 2 seconds there. Let's see if Taisei can make any room back on him. Owen Tannehill bringing up the rear in third here. Both these boys looking pretty strong here into the last 25. So that's Jack Nugent. He will be your top qualifier this morning with a 209.60 getting under the 210 barrier. Taisei coming in at a 213.04. Those will be your top two. And there's Owen Sanhill coming in. All right, we are off with the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 2, we have Saskia Yeager. Lane 3, Maddie McClay. Lane 4, Mason Karsten. Lane 5, Charlie Sunahara. And in lane 6, McKenna Fredrickson. We have 3 heats of this 100 free, so this will be pretty competitive to get in this A final. So let's see what these girls can do in the morning. Looks like it is lane 4. Mason Karsten out in the 29.09, the first 50. Looks like a strong swim here from Mason Karsten coming into the last 25 here. She's got a few teammates in this race. Let's see if all of them can sneak into the A final. Mason Karsten really pulling away here. She'll be your top qualifier with a 59.98 getting under the minute barrier there. And that is lane. In heat 2 here we have Madeline Wheeler in lane 2. In lane 3, Devin Silverman. Lane 4, Savannah Barr. Lane 5, Miranda Stevenson. And lane 6, Madeline Harris. Savannah Barr is your high point contender at the moment. Bordered by 2 competitors, Miranda and Devin, who had a battle yesterday in the 100 breast with Devin being victorious. We'll see if Miranda can extract her revenge in the 100 freestyle. That looks like Savannah Barr with quite a lead there at 27.88 to the flip. Followed pretty closely by Miranda Stevenson. Looks like heading into the final 25, we have Savannah Barr still holding her lead. Miranda about a half body length behind here. Looks like Savannah Barr pulling away here into the finish. That is your new best time of 57.30 from Savannah Barr, with Miranda Stevenson second in a 59.59. And Devin Silverman in third in a 101.13. This is heat 3 of 3 of the women's 100 free. In lane 2, Arina Zverkova. In lane 3, Greta Callison. In lane 4, Gizem Guvanch. In lane 5, Leah Treglia. In lane 6, AJ Adams. And lane 7, Eliza Taylor. Gizem is your top qualifier of your top seed of the morning with a 56.28. We'll see if she can put up a faster time than Savannah Barr's 57.20. She's out first in a 27.13. That's about a 10th faster than her competitor in heat 2. Looks like she's got a comfortable lead on the field here, but there is an outside Eliza Taylor there in lane 7. Looks pretty solid. That looks like Greta Callison moving up here into second, but it looks like Gizem is going to have her lead there in lane 4 with a 57.06. That is your new top qualifier. That's Greta Callison in second there with a 59.66, and in third in lane 5. This is heat 1 of 3 of the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 3, we have Noah Wagner. Lane 4, Jack Callan. Lane 5, Jack Ortman. And lane 6, Gio DeMuro. Looks like we've got a battle of the Jacks in the middle of the pool here, surrounded by 2 other fierce competitors. At the lead here, oh, nobody's first on the scoreboard, so I don't know who's leading. It looks like it might be lane 4. Oh yeah, lane 3 actually, since they're 7th, but there's not 7 competitors there. Into the final 25 here, it looks like it might be Jack Callan with a slight edge on the field here. Not falling far behind. Here comes Noah Wagner into the finish. Is he going to get him? That looks like Jack Callan going to be touching first in at 52.77, a very strong time for him. That is Noah Wagner in second.
Let's go, Alex!
This is heat 2 of 3. In lane 3, we have Alex Petru. Lane 4, Alex Zettel. Lane 5, Philip Curiel. And in lane 6, Ryan Sesmat. Now, Alex Zettel is a very fierce competitor. I don't know where the heck he went yesterday, but he's resurfaced again today in order to take his victory in the 100 free, it seems. He's out with a strong start here into the first 50. It looks like he'll be flipping first in a 25.31 to lead the field. Strong turn there for lane 6, Ryan Sesmat. But it looks like Alex Zettel has got a strong hold onto the field here in the last 25. Let's see if he can beat the top time from heat 1. Here he comes into the finish. That is Alex Zettel touching in a time of 52.47 to take the heat win. This is heat 3 of 3 in the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 3, we have Hawkins Went. Lane 4, Marcus Mack. Lane 5, Cole Lansing. And in lane 6, Rob Carpenter. Now, I was at Korean barbecue with Rob Carpenter yesterday, and he ate way too much food. So let's see if that's going to help him or if that's going to hurt him in this 100 free prelim. He's going against your high-point competitor here, Marcus Mack, who needs to be retaining as many points as possible to secure his $300. Looks like a good turn for Rob out there, but it looks like Marcus Mack is holding the field off at 25-12 in the first opening 50. Looks like a close race between these two gentlemen. Rob's looking really good there in lane 6. He might be ahead of Marcus Mack. It's going to come down to the finish here, but it looks like Marcus Mack is pulling away a little bit into the finish. There he is, touching first in a 52.63 to take the win. That's Rob Carpenter in second with a 53.45, and Hawkins went in third. And they're in the water. This is heat 1 of 2 of the men's 200-meter breast. In lane 3, we have Roshi Turner. Lane 4, Colin Cosgrove. Lane 5, Jack Ortman. And in lane 6, Calvin Woolfolk. Colin is trying to go for a nationals cut, apparently. He's got a 2:18.33 entry time, a very, very fast entry time for a 200 breast. He's looking really strong here in the first 50, 31.28. Wow, that is a very fast split going out. He'll have to drop about 2-ish seconds off his entry time to get that cut. Hopefully he can drag some of these other competitors along with him for some new best times. Looks like Calvin Woolfolk over there in lane 6 giving some pretty good chase here. But it looks like it's mostly just Colin Cosgrove out in the front here at the 100. 106.17 off the first 100. That is on pace for a pretty fast time. That's Colin Cosgrove, or Calvin Woolfolk turning second, followed by Roshi Turner in third.
Hey.
That national cut is a 2:16.09, so pay attention to the scoreboard. They're getting a lot faster than they used to be. There he's at the 150 at 1:43.00 and a 36.3 for the 50 split, heading into the last 50. It's a close race between Calvin Woolfolk and Roshi Turner for second here. Still looking pretty strong here coming into the last 25. That's Colin Cosgrove. Let's see if he can hang on. Still looking really strong here coming into the flag. He will touch in a 2:18.79. Right on his best time there. That is a great time for the morning prelim swim for Colin Cosgrove. That's Calvin Woolfolk in second, touching in a 2:29.93. And Roshi Turner will touch third at a 2:35.97. Jack Ortman bringing up the rear. All right, heat 2 of 2. We have in lane 2, Andrew Lilly. In lane 3, Owen Bohe. Lane 4 decided not to show up, so we have a little gap over there. In lane 5, that's Michael Peterson. And lane 6, Connor Martilla. Now, this is a big group of UCSB swimmers. Michael Peterson just is coming in next year. We'll see which one of these guys has got it, what it takes to win this 200 breaststroke. That looks like lane 5. Michael Peterson actually out first there, 33.12. Field's looking a little bit more even than it did in the first heat. Michael Peterson still looking pretty strong, but Owen Bohe over there in lane 3 giving good chase. It actually looks like Owen Bohe might touch here first at the 100 mark, and he does, and it, well, doesn't say the 100 split, but he went 36.99 on that 50. Still looking pretty strong out of these field. Connor and Michael having a good chase there in lanes 5 and 6. Andrew Lilly in the rear there. He's not much of a breaststroker, he's a distance freestyler, but he can kind of swim anything, so he just gets thrown into random crap. He's got a good attitude, though. He never complains, so. He'd probably win if it was an 800-meter breaststroke. That looks like the lead is still held on by Owen Bohe out of UCSB. Looks like Connor Martilla has taken the lead over Michael Peterson there for second, with Owen Bohe still holding his position first. Here they come into the final 25. The field is starting to shorten up. They're getting closer together here. We'll see which one of them wants the second spot in the qualifying. Looks like a late push here from Connor Martilla, but it looks like Owen Bohe's still got just enough of a lead to hold them off here. He's going to be touching first for this heat in a time of 2:26.04 for Owen Bohe. That's Connor Martilla touching second in a 2:27.58, and Michael Peterson touching third in a 2:28.47. Those will be your second, third, and fourth qualifiers.
Let's go, Devin.
This is heat 1 of 1 for the women's 200-meter butterfly. In lane 3, we have Devin Silverman, and in lane 5, Ashley Kolesar. You might notice that Savannah Barr is missing from lane 4. She was signed up to race this, but sorry to burst anyone's bubble looking for a high point. She is doing the mile tonight, so she will probably get 20 points from that unless somebody takes her out. Although her being out of this 2 fly might keep it interesting, because you have both of these girls, Ashley and Devin, in pretty good contention for the high points. So we'll see which one of them wants to be the first seed tonight in this 2 fly. They have nearly identical entry times. The 200 fly, you never know who's going to win until the last 50, because people tend to die and come back to life.
Hey!
The man sitting on the pool deck massaging his shoulders with that weird thingy, Justin Wright, decided to take his 200 fly out at the national championships and was 8th at the 100, but still won the thing. So this is a fun event to watch until the very end. It looks like a small lead there from, that is lane 5. Ashley Kolesar just ahead of Devin Silverman here at the 100. Both these girls looking really strong. This is about the time of the race where you see people start to sink farther and farther into the pool. Some never resurface. Looks like still a lead there from Ashley Glessar in lane 5 over Devin Silverman.
Tighten it up, though.
Looking still pretty strong for both of them here coming into the last 25. Sucks they have to swim this twice. A little bit of a shortening of the stroke here. A little grit on their teeth, but here comes Devin Silverman into the last finish here. She's catching up very quickly. Oh, she's gonna get the touch here in lane 3. Looks like Devin Silverman, last second, takes the win there in 2:22.55. That puts her first. This is your men's 200-meter butterfly, heat 1 of 1. This is your last event of the morning, the men's 200-meter butterfly. In lane 3, we have Peter Morsch. In lane 5, Max Lowe. And in lane 6, Owen Tannehill. Looks like pretty much all of these guys have already raced an event this morning, so they felt like torturing themselves again with this lovely 200 butterfly. Just like the women's, we see lane 4 is bailed out again. That's how scary this event is. The top qualifiers don't even want to swim this thing. Looks like an early lead there for lane 3. It's a 27.84 for Peter Morsch. Peter Morsch still looking like he's holding that lead in the 100. He's entered with a 2:08.00. The only person entered faster there is lane 5, Max Lowe, with a 2:05.70. Let's see if any of these boys can beat their entry times. That's a really good first 100 there for Peter Morsch, touching it just around a 00 there. That's Max Lowe there, giving chase to Peter Morsch, and then you have Owen Tannehill there in lane 6, following shortly behind. Still pretty good stroke rates out of these 3 gentlemen, coming into the 150 mark. We saw a nice shake-up in the women's, so let's see if these positions hold coming into the end of this race. That's Peter Morsch still out in front there, about 2 seconds ahead of Max Lowe.
Tighten up.
Here we go, just like the women's, the field is starting to tighten up here. Max Lowe is starting to surge. Closer and closer to Peter Morsch. We might see another upset here in this last 50, but Peter Morsch is still holding position. Looks like he's going to hold off his competitor here to finish first with a 2:08.68 or 2:08.26 to take the win. And that is Max Lowe in second there in lane 5 with a 2:10.07, and Owen Tannehill coming in third with a 2:19.88.